Kid Brewer Stadium in beautiful Boone, North Carolina. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. It's the Jacksonville State Gamecocks and the Appalachian State Mountaineers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Kid Brewer Stadium at App State is one of the most exciting stadiums in the country. 30,000 strong. The Rock gets rocky. It is the highest college football stadium on the east end of the Mississippi. It opened in 1962 and saw a $50 million expansion in 2020. The Rock gets loud. That's why App State is so tough at home. Guys?
Okay, Holly. So Appalachian State's headed toward the football to break the seal on this 2027 season. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Let's talk for a second about Jacksonville State. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Hand off for Brown. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
And the Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
On 1st down, it's Brown again. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. All right, guys, let's take a minute to think about Jacksonville State. They had no choice but to go into the portal. They had to replenish all of those guys that they lost, and you have to hope that some of these guys will come in day one and make an impact. But is that realistic, David?
Yeah, you're optimistic with the portal because here's the thing. These guys you've seen play in other systems with other teams. You kind of know their personality, and you especially know how they're going to look on the field. So, Jesse, that's why they went deep in the portal.
Yeah, and I think the biggest question then for these guys coming in is how quickly can they gel? The chemistry in the locker room is so important. It's hard to find that in one offseason, bringing all these guys in, but they feel like they've got a really good group via the portal.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and goal. Here's Brown. Ripping through the defense. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Drops back. It's Sperry. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Taken down.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's going to run it. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. The Mountaineers will punt this one away. Hauls it in at the 25. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on 0. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
From the gun, it's Savage. Always quick to make the move, and he's out to the 39.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
Still looking. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Johnson. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Using his feet. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB design run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front. Guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Pulls it. He'll toss it. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
3rd and 6 yards to go.
Here we go. Ready.
We've come to the break, and Jacksonville State has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Appalachian State comes out onto the field to get the drive started. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The pitch. Couldn't fight his way out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
And that's exactly what you call complementary football. The punter doing a great job downing the opponent inside their own 5-yard line. Then the defense takes the field, and they get the safety. You've got to love that if you're the head coach.
They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback will keep it. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Running inside, it's Brown. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Out wide right, it's Johnson. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. He'll set up to throw. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
On third down, here's Brown. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
The Gamecocks have this offense rolling. First down, right back to Brown. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with second and short. Going to the run, it's Brown. Might have got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. And the Mountaineers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB Singh. Linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock. Hand it off. Let the running back do the rest.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They have work in front of them on third and short from the 42. They'll give it to the transfer. First carry. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Barry. Rolls right. Fires on the move. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Motion from the back. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Slings it downfield. Got his man to the left. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Returns it all the way back to the 23-yard line, and the defense gets a turnover. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Savage. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This crowd in Boone, North Carolina, they are showing out on this big 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving out to the right. Trying to make magic with his feet. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. The Gamecocks are in the hurry-up.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Mountaineers call a timeout. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Find space, it's Savage. And they'll stop him short of the first down, and they've got a timeout if they want to try to get the ball back before halftime. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They boot it away. Fields the punt. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Hits inside, it's Jones. Last-ditch effort to get points before the half. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's start with a look at the Jax State Owls, taking on the number 7 team, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's the Owls, with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one, and win a fireworks-filled football game. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. And now we take a look at some of the other games going on around the nation on another wild day of college football.
They'll move the wide receiver. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. To the air, it's Berry. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. One big play and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Motion from the wideout. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
And back to the air on 2nd down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And that's another play by this defense, and there's not much good, guys, I can say about this offense. I mean, they got the goose egg on the board in 3rd and long again. Something needs to go right for this club. They need to get some kind of shot in the arm, some kind of play, because right now it's been really bad.
The play fake. Got his man. They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up 4th.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. They'll stop him at the 37, and the defense comes up with a big pick. And the offense came out aggressively here in the 2nd half, but they can't put the drive together and spit it up on the turnover.
I'll tell you, this defense has a lot of athletes, and they've got a lot of guys with ball skills. If you put the football anywhere around them in their vicinity and their ability to catch the football, they'll come down with it. This quarterback has got to be way more careful here in the 2nd half.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They want to throw it. Look out! Being chased. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, know when guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. That's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
Quick give. It's Savage. He's got enough. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And the pummeling has started.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able.
Snags it, and he's open.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On the delay, it's Lewis. Breaks it. Ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. An offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
The Mountaineers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The run inside. It's Lewis. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Powers inside. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
Really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all over the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
Looking for room. It's Lewis. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Right side, it's James. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Sets his feet. It's Barry. And it's picked off for the third time today. There he goes. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
He got his hands on it but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Going to try to get it himself. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Straight ahead, it's Lewis. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. And the Mountaineers in the hurry-up.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Scanning the field, it's Barry. Got him downfield. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to throw one first. Here comes the heat. Got rid of it just in time. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Second and long here. Making the adjustment on the play. From the gun, it's Jones. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Left side is Smith. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Quickly complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw. It's Sperry. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Back has it. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be fourth down. It would take a miracle to get back in this game, but any miracle will have to start with this fourth down conversion. On the RPO, got it. Touchdown, Appalachian State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And this offense finally gets something together and gets on the scoreboard. It's not over yet, but this is a good sign, man. They got the positive momentum. See if they can build on this, even though we're in the fourth quarter.
Two-point conversion attempt is coming. He wants to throw it. Out wide right, it's Jones. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and now they trail by just 15. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Got a man, it's Johnson. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Savage. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Might as well run him again. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute, you got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Appalachian State faithful raising the roof and trying to help the Mountaineers on third down. Got it looking for a first. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Oh, and it's a bit of a missed opportunity, I think, on offense. You know, third down, I love the RPO call, and I love getting that receiver the football. You just would love to see him do something with the football. Make the defender miss and go get the first down. Simply just wasn't able to do it.
And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. They boot it away on fourth down. On the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. Let's see if this rally can continue. A touchdown followed by the stop, and now they've got the ball back. They're all over him. Took a shot as he threw.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Looking downfield, it's Berry. Escapes the pressure going right. Unloads in the nick of time.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Falls it in.
Well, the defense needs one more stop. They did a nice job not giving up a first down that last one, but with the lead late like this, one more stop, and they're going to win this game.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. On the move. And make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
And now you start to feel desperate because down by multiple scores, the clock running out, 2.5+ minutes left on the clock. I got to do everything great now. I have no margin for error. My defense on this next possession, I have to get a 3 and out. I have to force a turnover. I have to do something to get me back in this ball game right now.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And guys, that completion might have helped the old confidence, but it didn't help the down and distance. 2nd and 10 here. Trying to get the corner. He'll toss it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. The Mountaineers call a timeout. That's their second. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Back's got it on the screen. They'll bring him down just outside the 25 at the 26, certainly well within field goal range, but let's see if they choose to go for it here. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, the lead's still at 15.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Back to pass, it's Sperry. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
And how about the defense coming up with a big play late in this football game? Offense trying to put something together. But, man, they anticipated pass. They played with great vision in the back end, broke on the football, Palmer, and they called game.
Yeah, they had the lead. They knew the offense was probably going to have to be throwing the football to try to get back in this thing, and everybody's eyes on the QB. What a great job jumping in front of the pass. Forget knocking it down. Catch the ball, pick it off, end the game.
And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee.